So Madison wants to try a pilot program in 4 schools, shutting down access to 4 popular social media apps on the cell phones of students. That's right, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll tell you right now, having been the father of 2 teenagers who are now 23 and 24, what would they do? Now, one of my kids was never really into that. She was actually into reading books and studying, but my other child was into heavily using his cell phones at an early age, and to get his face out of the cell phone was a very difficult task. I'm just wondering, if students don't have access to Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat, what would they do all day? Would they have to talk to each other, listen to the teacher, engage in conversation? I mean, I don't think they've done that in a long time. I mean, even with kids with their iPhones, if they're listening to music down the street, if you say hello, they won't say hello back because they're listening to the music. I just wonder, a social experiment, I think this could be traumatic, culturally jarring for these students. One of my kids, when I'd open the door, they'd come to visit me. As soon as I'd open the door, the head would be down, looking at the phone. We used to have a tradition. They would come over, we'd watch the Masters on Sunday, and whatever else they were doing, and they would be on their phones telling their friends about what was going on during the Masters. Not to mention, a lot of these kids, when they're out for dinner with each other, they're on the phone the whole time looking down at one of those social media apps. I think it's a noble experiment, but I think it's going to be revolutionary in requiring these people to acknowledge each other as human beings, because that's probably something they haven't done in a long time, if ever. My 2 cents, my 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCoshen, a lobbyist to work for Tommy before we had cell phones in large supply. We'll talk about this tomorrow at 8 on the Mitch Henck Show. See you then.